Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for this opportunity, but let me to stay here sharing our experience in Latin America. And I travel 11,000 kilometers to stay here sharing this wonderful experience, and I hope you can to enjoy this. So let's begin. My name is Simon Lyon. I am Polkadot ambassador, blockchain and virtual reality developer, and I am co-founder of this event that is called Polkadot Latam Day. We're going to be exploring 3 topics today. The first thing is the main event. The second is the importance of corporate support. The second and the last will be how we are empowering communities. All right. The first thing that comes to our mind is why? Why to do an event like this? As the answer is easy. And before Latin Day, it didn't exist an activity like this focused in Latin America. It's normal to try to think in events, for example, like Polkadot Decoded, like Sub-Zero, Consensus, where parachains or protocols goes to share the most news and, well, everything. But Latin America don't have anything like that. And what happened? One day, I was talking with Mr. Exo, who is an ambassador from Chile, and what happened? We made that happen this. Look at pictures. It's our event in 2021 in Lima, Peru. We have some key elements of this event. The first thing is we had 40 topics, 15 speakers, 8 hours and 20 minutes of transmission, and 2,600 YouTube views. It was something incredible because it was our first activity in Polkadot, and in that moment, only Mr. Excel was a candidate for Polkadot, and all the other information was calling people in the community, doing research, and we create this wonderful activity that we think that is something wonderful for all the community. And this event have a key value because we share information about moving, about big country to social. It was the first demonstration of a substrate deployment in Spanish. We share the most new features of Raymar. People of Segeds was sharing information too. And even we have some words in Spanish of Ray Lu, CEO of Big Country. And all this effort have a mention. Dr. Gavin Wood, right in his recap for 2021, the next. Despite the pandemic, we have seen many community events in these years, counting almost 400 between online and hybrid. But the most popular being in Lima on December 15 with, well, more than 500 people. And for us, it was so incredible because it was our first activity. We was just doing our first stops in Polkadot. I received this kind of recognition of the of Gavin Wood. It was something crazy for us. We're so happy for that. These words, it's easy to read. The most popular event between 3,082 around the world. It's something that I don't know if it will be happening again, but we made that it happen in Latin America. What's about the next challenge? The next challenge is going where is located the digital talent. The first activity was in 2021. We still have a small presence of COVID. We try to do an in-person activity, but obviously for different circumstances, it couldn't be there. But even we continue improving, and the evolution of this event is more power community. For the second edition of Polkadot Latam Day, we add to our team more ambassadors in Latin America. Santiago Guzman from Colombia, Roberto from Colombia too, Cardoso, our friend from Brazil, Mario Marmapa, that is now used by a lot of people. He's head ambassador in Latin America, Mr. Excel and me. All together, put more talent to the second edition. A second edition that it was something incredible because we improved all our metrics. For example, to speakers, for the second edition, we have with 34 speakers, and we share 24 topics, and it was a long journey, a long work, a wonderful activity with 9 hours and 25 minutes of streaming. It was something crazy because at the beginning we was thinking to share topics of 30 minutes, but we have a lot of requests, a lot of people want to participate, and well, to share with 35 speakers in only one stage, it was something crazy. But there is another day that I want to share, that is, with this activity, we generate 500,000 digital interactions, and all those happening in Medellin. So it was something really crazy, and I would like that you try to feel the energy that we can create in that event. Bienvenidos a Podcast Medellín 2022. Polkadot es una red que se encarga de interconectar diversos proyectos de blockchain. Uy, Polkadot es la revolución. Polkadot lo puede ser todo. Polkadot va a ser un metaverso, va a ser organizaciones autónomas descentralizadas. Tú con Polkadot puedes hacer Well, get noise, please. Woo! Well, and this event was something wonderful. Oh, maybe. This event was something really wonderful, and we want to say thank you for special thanks to Mark Ryan and LLD because their support was really, really important to do this possible. And well, we are so excited and we are so happy to produce this wonderful event for people that spoke Spanish because the digital talent in Latin America is giant. We know that there are spoken barriers, but with this kind of events, we are trying to work to expand or share the Polkadot technologies around more communities. And another topic that I would like to share before to close is that all this event was happening only with $20,000. 20,000? Yeah, with $20,000 that there is a really wonderful investment. And if we try to compare all the consequences and all the benefits that we receive in not only in Polkadot with people learning, people that participation, more adoption of this technology. All right. The other topic that I want to share is the corporate support. And I am part of Entity Data, like innovation engineer, digital technology innovation lab. And it's important to share this information because without the support of corporates will be really hard try to get goals in this technology. Some highlights that I would like to share with you about a study made by Harvard Business Review where 500 executives in Latin America participates, that is titled The Driving Adoption of Emerging Technologies in Latin America. They shared that, for example, 90% of them say that emerging technologies are extremely or very important to an organization's future successful. 88% of them are strongly agree that the benefits of emerging technologies are worth cost for the investment. 63% say that talent shortages and skill deficits are impeding the effective adoption of emerging technologies. And 49 of those executives in Latin America that are right now doing research or deploying blockchain solutions. That is something really, really incredible. Our connection with entity data is important because the effort to expose the Polkadot technology has been really, really, really huge. In America, in Polkadot Latam Day at Lima, in Medellin, the Polkadot technology cashed the attention of 2 clients that usually make deals for more $1 million. And in Europe, during the tour Deploy DAOs, that was the first activity for connect Latin American and European ambassadors, including corporate clients, catch the attention of 2 of them that usually makes deals for more than 10 million euros. And it's important because corporate sector is able to integrate this technology to these applications that is used by everybody, finance, services, assurance, logistics, and transportation. And if we want that massive adoption can be useful, definitely we have to incorporate the corporate support to all activities. All right. For example, in Latin America, we are doing those efforts. In America, we are doing projects in Europe and in Asia too. And for example, Entity Data have a deal with Astar Network to expand the technology in Asia with a long-term association that will be really, really beneficial for the Asia community. And the last topic that I want to share today is how we are empowering communities. And this is so important because community isn't only go to do a meetup or going to share a topic. We have to do a lot of more. We have to create or share with them tools that let able to build solutions. And inside the Polkadot Latam Day, there is a new element that we're going to incorporate this year, that is Polkadot Experience. Polkadot Experience is an initiative for giving person technical knowledge where there are talent. Latin America is a really huge continent, and I personally was to different places to share workshops with communities in 4 cities. In those workshops participate 64 developers that they receive in-person sessions for do deployments using Polkadot infrastructure. And one important data is that the female 30% of the female participation. That this is a really incredible data, because if you go to technological and blockchain activities, usually you can find a person near to 10% of them. And it's we think that we not only need girls in technology, we have to do more efforts to try to improve this data. During this workshop tour, I share information about Remark, Moomin, Astar, SES, Chainlink, and I in person was with them, learning, doing the deployments. And a special moment of them, it was when I was in Santa Cruz, Bolivia. And I'm not sure, but we believe that the girls who participate in that event, maybe they are the first woman in Bolivia that have made a successful deployment in Polkadot. I think that is something wonderful. Additional to Bolivia, I stay in Lima, Peru, Puerto Ordaz, Venezuela, and Bogota. And the main learning lesson about this is that the digital talent is spread in all Latin America. Not only in, for example, if you think in do an event for developers, the first auction is, all right, let's go to Buenos Aires, or let's go to Rio de Janeiro, or maybe Mexico City. But the digital talent in Latin America really is at everywhere. For example, it was the phase alpha. Right now, we are in phase beta. It's in progress. I am talking with Parachains to adjust the topic that we're going to share with developers. And well, it's an initiative that we really believe that it's important to continue doing. And for close, I would like to do mention of the main communities that has been supported by Polkadot Latam Day. I want to tell you that the engagement and the resistance that the Polkadot technology has been in Latin America is something incredible, beginning with the community that is called Andino DAO in Peru. There is a community with more than of 200 developers focuses in create blockchain solutions, participate at hackathons or events in relation to Web3. and Cultura C3 in Argentina with more than of 2,000 persons. Their focus is do the onboarding of person to blockchain technologies. Dot Labs in Colombia. It's a special mention because Dot Labs is a new startup formed by young developers, and one of them was the volunteer at Latam Day. They found information about the different projects, and right now, two of them, they are technical ambassadors of Astar Network, and they are doing workshops of Rust and WebAssembly smart contract, and it's something really incredible. And for close, the last community is Woman Bees in Peru that have more of 600 women that they are engaged in technology. It's a community that is focuses in empowering women through technology. They are really active, and I think that is one of the most important communities of females in Latin America. Well, it's a feeling that we believe that we have to continue doing this kind of thing. For me, and it's everything, all the information that I want to share with you. And the only thing that I want to say is Dirkie Mercurycraft. So thank you very much, and I hope to see you soon in the next Polkadot Latam Day edition. Thank you.